Thank you for being here today with me on the GTM Fitness YouTube channel. Today I am going to grant you the 10 simple, important, skinny guy training commandments to bless you with maximum muscle gain. That was my horrible impression of a British slash Old English accent. I had this idea in my mind the whole time I was writing the article and working on creating the video, but I guess it didn't turn out how I wanted it to be. But anyway, thank you for being here, guys, and let's get down to business. I got my green tea here. I like drinking it a little bit like in the afternoon if I need a little boost in energy without getting too much caffeine so I can't sleep at night. But anyway, the first one is, thou shall keep training simple. I was laughing so hard whenever I was writing all the titles for these. I personally think it's funny, but I have a weird sense of humor. But anyway, so what does that mean? That means if you're going to the gym 6 days a week, for 2-hour sessions and trying to bang out this huge laundry list of exercises, maybe you're trying to perfect this 20-minute warm-up routine on all these special moves and stretches, or maybe you're trying to have perfect form on every single rep of each exercise and like trying to hit like this special cadence of like 3 seconds up with a pause and 3 seconds down on every single rep. It's like, guys, that's way too complicated, and it's a lot of stuff that you have to remember, and that's a lot of, your mind power, willpower, whatever. And life gets in the way a lot. You have to learn to keep this, this fitness thing simple. The simple the better. And whenever you put all your attention to what matters most, you can forget everything else and maybe focus on another area of your life. That's what I mean by that. Keep things simple and you'll see better results. All right, the second one is, thou shalt lift heavy in the 4 to 8 rep range. Now this is very important, especially for us skinny guys. It's almost important for everyone who wants to see a lot of muscle growth and a lot of results for all their hard efforts. Because if we're lifting too high with rep ranges, like 12 plus reps, it's going to be very hard to make consistent strength gains in that rep range, right? And if we're also lifting too low, you're not going to really see the muscle size increase that you're looking after, because that's more of like neuromuscular adaptations and a lot of muscle density. So that sweet spot is the 4 to 8 rep range. You're going to see a lot of strength improvement, a lot of strength gains, and a lot of muscle growth as well. So hit that sweet spot and get very, very strong in between that rep range, and you'll see amazing muscle and strength gains. Yes, there are some exceptions. Like for shoulders, like you're probably going to want to use, well, you should, like a lighter weight and a little bit higher reps for shoulders. Like there's exceptions, maybe like calves too. But I'm talking about the main exercises, like your incline bench, your deadlifts, squats, overhead press, weighted chin-ups. Those main key compound exercises you want to stick in with the 4 to 8 rep range. All right, the third skinny guy commandment is, thou shalt not train to failure. Now this is very important for strength and muscle gain, because it might seem like great advice at first. You want to completely smash and annihilate your muscles to cause them to grow. Now this holds true in some cases, but I've been through this for 2 years spinning my wheels, and I've pretty much learned, and a lot of higher experts than me can probably agree, that training your muscles to failure teaches your muscles to fail. It's very hard to keep increasing the weight if you're always pushing yourself to complete exhaustion and failure. So what I recommend is always keeping 1 rep left in the tank. Like, no matter what, you're going, full effort, but you can still probably squeeze out 1 more rep, just that 1 last rep. So you probably see it in some of my training videos. You'll see like I start to shake like crazy, but I still get it pretty easily. I could probably get 1 more. I may break my form, or I may completely hit failure. That's what that means. So by doing so, you'll keep muscle and strength gains going through the roof, and definitely avoid plateaus. So that's a big one. So do not train to failure. And I never coined this saying, but it's very true. And that is, you are what you can recover from. So if you're in there completely smashing your muscles, you're just going to prolong the recovery period. And the goal is to get in the gym, break down our muscles the appropriate way, and then get out, recover, and then come back into the gym feeling strong, fresh, and recharged to do it all over again. All right, the 4th one is, thou shalt only focus on key exercises. Now, what are key exercises? Well, I talk a lot about building the ideal male body and emphasizing on proper proportions. Like if we're adding like muscle to our shoulders, the V-shaped back or upper chest, that's going to give us a lot more or a better result from all our efforts we're putting in. You know, you're going to look more visually attractive as well as being strong and powerful. So you get like the win-win-win. So that's what we have to strive for. Because if you're only focusing on like just say the big three routine that I don't really like, yes, very, very, very effective exercises. I'm not saying that. I'm saying people focus too much on that and end up adding too much mass on their lower legs and their lower body, right? So they're not really going to get the results they're after. Sure, their scale weight may go up, but whenever they look in the mirror, they don't see what they want to see, right? And on the same end, if they're trying to do way too many exercises, it's going to be hard to make improvements on all those exercises at once. So you have to hone in to the exercises that are going to create those proper proportions, right? Give you a strong, visually attractive physique, and only focus on those exercises. You have to master them, become very, very strong in them, and going along with the other commandment, getting very strong in them in the 4 to 8 rep range. That's going to create an amazing physique. Now, some of my key exercises are like incline bench, right? That upper chest, weighted chin-ups to get that V-shaped back, standing overhead press to build up your shoulders nicely, along with squats if you need it. I'm also a big fan of pistol squats. I'm almost up to 2 reps with 100 pounds. I can't wait to get that video on. Deadlifts, of course, weighted dips, barbell curls. You'll see it in the article as well in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're on gtmfitness.com, just have to scroll down. You know, honing in your attention to those key exercises are going to give you the best bang for your buck. So only focus on those key exercises. That's where you should put your attention to. Number 5. All right, thou shall induce progressive. What the hell is with this, man? All right, do the other side. All right. Thou shall induce progressive overload. I think I'm still in my mind. I have like the British kind of, I want to talk like this and stuff, but I got to just drop that. All right. So thou shall induce progressive overload. This should have went like in the beginning or at the very end, because all these things build on progressive overload. Focusing on those key exercises. And guys, the majority of like the breaks in these videos is actually from my iPhone running out of storage. It's been pissing me off so much. But luckily I have my computer and my phone right next to each other. So as soon as I see the timer hit 000, I have to plug my phone into my computer, transfer all the videos over, and delete them off my phone. It's really, really a pain in the ass. But I love recording on my camera. It's funny, it has a better camera than my laptop. So, anyway, the key exercises, the 4 to 8 rep range. See how that just messes up my damn rhythm? Oh my gosh. But I'm on progressive overload, I hope. They all build on that because every time we go to the gym, we have to do better than we did in our last workout last week. Even if it's 1 more rep, if it's 1 more pound, 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds. How do you do the 1 or 2.5 pounds? You get micro plates. Very, very effective way at constantly adding strength. I'm going to be doing a video and posting that soon. That's micro loading. But yeah, you get the point. No matter what, you have to build on your workouts. And week after week, you can look back after a few months or 6 months or a year, and you go, wow, I made some huge strength gains. Even if it's only 1 more rep. I know it doesn't seem like much, but please, you have to learn to trust the process and trust yourself. That after this time of being consistent, you will see amazing results. So that's progressive overload, probably the #1 driver in muscle and strength gains. You have to be getting stronger and you have to be lifting heavier weights over time. Number 6. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna knocked over my phone. Thou shalt take rest times seriously. This is very important, right? In between your main exercises, those main key exercises, you should be resting no less than 3 to 4 minutes, okay? By doing so, it allows your central nervous system to recharge and allow you to lift heavier weights on your 2nd and 3rd set, or maybe even 4th set, depending on whatever, right? So, and I'm serious, you gotta have your phone there, and you gotta, as soon as you're done with your set, hit go, and rest your full 3 or 4 minutes. I'm telling you, you'll notice a difference. If you haven't been doing this, sometimes I even catch myself. I'm sitting there, and I start my timer, but I'm sitting there, talking whatever, partner spot me, whatever, and I was like, wow, man, it must have been 3 minutes right now, because it feels like I've been sitting here forever. I look at my stopwatch, it's only like 1 minute and 20 seconds. It went by, I'm like, what? It felt like I've been sitting here for 5. So you have to. Even, I know sometimes I get a little tedious, I want to hit my set, but I'm always like, Trent, you'll do better, rest your full, 4 minutes or so, and then go and kill it. So take that seriously, even if it's something else, like if you're going for another training, like not necessarily strength, but adding like a little bit of size, like maybe you're doing like sets of like 12, 10, 8, 6 reps or something like that. Little bit, if you're just a beginner, worry about that a little bit later, but maybe you're only resting like 30 seconds or 60 seconds. Whatever the rest time may be, their overall message is take it seriously, and you'll definitely see better results because of it. Commandment number 7. It's my birthday. December 7th. It's coming up. But thou shall... Oh, shit. I didn't look at my little list. Thou shall get in and get out of the gym quickly. This is important, especially for us skinny guys. Like, you can't go in there and just annihilate your muscles for 2-hour-long sessions. Obviously, you probably heard that in the other ones. But more importantly, we need to start resting. We got to get in the gym, do what we need to do, focusing on those key exercises and everything, focusing on our rest times, and get out, so we can start eating our food and sleeping and all that good stuff to finally grow. Your sessions should only last from like 45 minutes to an hour, and yes, it's okay if the gym is very busy. I go through this so much that my gym is so busy, it's hard to get a machine or something. My gym is so big. My gym is so busy that my workouts get pushed to like an hour 15 minutes, hour 30 minutes. So yes, that's okay. That's okay because you're not necessarily working all that time, kind of standing around waiting. Hey, how many sets you got left, bro? And then they give you a dirty ass look, and you're like, what, dude? What? I'm lifting more weight than you anyway. Just kidding. But yeah, it's annoying. But do the best you can. Keep your sessions in between 45 minutes and an hour, and you'll be good to go. Get in, get out, and start eating and start resting. All right, take that seriously. Kind of like, think about it. It's like, wouldn't you rather want to work less and get paid more? That exactly applies to us, because you're getting in there, you're working less, doing exactly what you need to do to grow your muscles, strength-wise, proportion-wise, all that good stuff, and you get out, you rest, you eat, and you get more results. It's fantastic. I had to throw that little tidbit in there because it makes sense. Work less, get paid more. It's awesome. That's why any routine that I would, prescribe or whatever would not be over 4 training sessions a week. 3 to 4 is a sweet spot so we can get in there, do what we need to do, and then get out, sleep, eat, grow, recover, all that good stuff. My mind was so thrown off from that little freak out I had, but the main part of this and how to get in and get out of the gym quickly, put your phone on airplane mode. No texting, no social media, no having conversations about what you're doing on the weekend or any of that crap. Go in the gym for the reason that you're going in there for, to focus on those key exercises and build bigger freaking muscles. So cut out all that BS, And that's another thing. You don't want to have social media or maybe something that could upset your mind, You're going through all kinds of stuff throughout the day. That the gym should be that hour that you block out all outside distractions. So you get in there and you can focus, push yourself, and get done what you need to get done. That's it. So no distractions. I put my phone on airplane mode. If I don't, because maybe I need to put on Pandora or something, I still don't look at anything. The only thing I'm looking at is my timer, my notes, and my music, Even music can be a distraction in a way. Don't sit there trying to, look through a playlist all the time. Get some songs that pump you up, hit play, and then you can just focus in and go. But you get it, no distractions. All right, number 8. Thou shalt refrain from excessive knowledge and do. And do. Yes, that sounds weird, but like I said, trying to get that old English accent going on in there. You got to take action. You know, I heard a lot of stories of guys reading a new fitness blog, new fitness article, magazine, workout routine every single day, having so much information, they can't decide on what to do, or they never apply that knowledge that they learned. You know, learn something, you know, take what I talk about in this video, these 10 commandments, and just apply them, do them, take action, because sitting there on the computer and reading a new blog isn't going to grow your damn biceps, right? Ooh, popping out of the damn shirt. Just kidding. It's not going to grow your muscles any bigger. You have to take the information that you learned, try it, you know, do it, take action, and then after you've done that, you can judge your results and plan your next step. Maybe this routine didn't get you the results that you wanted. Okay, sweet. Take action on some other knowledge or whatever, and stay consistent. Keep doing it. Try it out. That's how you do it. That's how you produce results. Take action. Number 10. Shit. It's number 9. Getting ahead of myself. Number 9. Thou shalt stay consistent. You probably heard me toss around the word consistent a couple of times throughout, you know, this video. But I just want to touch on that because that's a very important concept. One of the divine rules on the 10 Commandments. Like I said, taking all of your knowledge and actually applying it and taking that action, you want to stay consistent. You know, if you're following your... Yeah, it happened again. I'm actually starting to get a little sweaty. You probably almost see it on my face, but I'm going to keep moving. All right, so if you're following a workout routine, you want to at least stick with that for no less than 2 months, you know, 8 weeks, right? I was going to double check. I feel like I'm going to say something wrong, and then before you know it, a couple days after, I'm going to comment, hey, you don't even know how many weeks are in a month. Trent, what are you doing? But anyway, yeah, so 8 weeks, you know, following something for 8 weeks is going to give you a little something, you know, it's going to give you a result. It might not be as big as you want it, but it's going to give you something, okay? Then you can judge your next move on where you're going to go. Are you going to continue this routine? Are you actually seeing some great gains on this, you know? Or if you're not, you can always switch it and then try something for another 2 months. You know, hopping to a new routine every, you know, 3 weeks is not going to get you any result, you know? You got to stay consistent. I know how tempting it is with all the new information, all the new stuff coming out here and there. Just get something and run with it long enough to see a result. And then if you want to change something and stick with that, that is how you stay consistent. I followed the same training protocols for like 2 years. Almost, yeah, it's coming up on 2 years to hit my strength gains that I'm hitting in these videos that are going to start popping up. Like my other video I just did of the standing press, I had 160 pounds for 6 reps. That's because I stayed consistent. I didn't switch anything out of that trying to mix up my shoulder workouts or whatever. Yes, I switched to like different exercises to still work my shoulders, like from the standing press to seated dumbbell. I went back and forth with those, but it's not like I did it with a bunch of other exercises, but I tracked my progress with those 2 main ones and stayed consistent all the way to hit those strength gains. So pick something and roll with it long enough to see a result. All right, we did it. We're here and we're at number 10 on the Skinny Guy Training Commandments, and that is, thou shalt choose the right partner or mentor. Training partner or mentor, sorry. That's very important because having no mentor, having no training partner is better than having a shitty one. You know, if you try to find a partner and like, even if it's like your best friend, but he's doing different routines, like maybe he's one of those guys that could just look at a damn barbell and their muscles just fucking grow. So following a routine that he's doing and seeing results probably won't work for you. You know, you have to do what you're doing. So that's why finding someone with similar goals or whatever can be very helpful. And the same goes if that partner is a distraction, is always on their phone or trying to tell stories about the damn weekend or something like that. You don't want to have that, you know? You have to find someone that's going to go in there with the same motivation, drive, and willpower and dedication that you have. And now that may be hard to find. You may have to, you know, help a friend see that the way you see it, you know? And then you can work together and grow stronger together. Now, if you really can't find a partner, seek a mentor, you know? You can look at me as a mentor. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to help you see results faster than I got them myself because I made a ton of mistakes. So I want to teach you what I learned to be a mentor to you to help you see results faster. You know, that's why you can always email me. You can watch these videos and read my articles and all that good stuff to learn from me and get the results you want. So, or there's obviously hundreds of fitness mentors you can look for. You know what I mean? Just make sure they have what you have. You know, if you like what I have, you know, if you like my physique, if you like the strength gains that I've been making, well then yes, I can be a mentor for you, and I want to teach you so you have the same results I have, because it's absolutely life-changing. You know, that's what a mentor is for. So that's a very important thing, because you need a support group, you know, because if you start to fall off the wagon, you need someone, or you need to reach out to someone that's going to keep you on it, you know, because it's tough, you know, and it takes some time. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. It takes a little bit of time. So you need that support group, mentor, training partner to keep pushing you forward, even whenever you don't feel like it, basically. So, ooh, yes. Probably had to transfer those videos to my computer at least like 15 times, but we did it. Getting a little sweaty and frustrated, but hey, we made it through. Now, with these 10 commandments, 10 skinny guy training commandments, soak them in, memorize them. You don't have to memorize them by word, but or thou shalt be banished. Just kidding. And apply the knowledge, like one of the other ones I talked about. Apply the knowledge and take action. Okay? It's very simple if you stay consistent and do the right things. That's how you see great results. But other than that, guys, let me know what you think of this video. Comment below. Definitely comment if you feel like you can add to the list, because I'll be more than happy to update it anytime. And let me know if you like the video, whatever. Comment, like, share it with somebody who you think could benefit from these commandments, and they'll be fantastic. If you haven't already signed up for the GTM Fitness newsletter, this will be on the GTM Fitness newsletter. I'm trying to speak into the future. But anyway, I keep everyone updated there, and what's going on in the blog and my life and all that cool stuff. And also, whenever you sign up, I give you your free gift. You've probably been seeing them pop up lately, or if you're new here, fantastic, nice to meet you. Hey, reach out to me on the email, ask a question or anything. I love to get to know you guys. That means my mouth is getting dry, whatever your free gift on the newsletter. It's the free 3 ebooks, Force Feed, Stop Calling Yourself an Ectomorph, and 17 skinny guy mistakes that you don't know you're making. So you better get that, because you don't want to spin your wheels and fall off the wagon. So whenever you sign up, those free ebooks will be emailed directly to you immediately, and you can get to reading. So other than that, guys, until next time, and I'll see you then.